Welcome to another episode of the Almost Tipsy Vegan. We came back from a cruise and they had some of the best banana bread, uh, and even of all the desserts we had on the boat, the banana bread was my favorite. So I'm going to make my version of banana bread. Now they didn't use oatmeal, but I'm using oatmeal. I'm making it healthy. So right here, we got 3 cups of just plain old oatmeal. Okay. We've also got, I'm using 2 cups of whole wheat flour. That's 2 cups of whole wheat flour. Now, I started to use almond flour, and if you don't do wheat, do almond flour or some other form of flour. It'll be fine. Okay. I'm also going to add uh, a teaspoon. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That's 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And I'm also going to do just 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Well, maybe be 4 or 5 teaspoons by the time I get it out. There we go. So get that out of the way. Okay. Now I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, because I love cinnamon. And I'm mixing the, I tell you what, I like cinnamon so much, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, because it's just so good and so good for you. Okay. And I'm also going to add, I'm not going to change my mind on this one, I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of ground allspice, unless it all dumps out. Okay. So that's 1 teaspoon of allspice. Okay. I think that's all of the dry ingredients. So we're going to mix this all together like this. It's easier to mix it together while they're dry than it is when it's all wet. So we're mixing this together. Okay. That's kind of just a rough mix. Now then, let's see. I put in, this is 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed and 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. It's been soaking in water, and you see the consistency here. It's kind of about like an egg. It's an egg replacement. So it's just a binder. I'm going to put this in here. Okay. It's just a binder. It's an egg replacement. No need to use eggs. Okay. We also mashed up, I used a potato masher, just a plain old potato masher, and mashed up 3 bananas. That's not potatoes now, 3 bananas. And I did a rough mashing, so I didn't want it just to be complete and total. You see, it's just I didn't do it's just a real rough mash. That's 3 bananas. So if you want a more banana flavor, add more bananas. But this one's going to be a little bit different. It is banana bread, but it's going to be banana colada. So this is a pina colada mix here. And this is non-alcoholic. But let's see, I'll probably put, I never measured it before, but let's just say we can put 1 cup in there. Okay. So that's 1 cup of pina colada mix. Now, you know, on this show, if we are cooking, what are we doing? Y'all tell me, y'all have heard this enough. We're drinking. So, for this particular recipe, we're putting Captain Morgan's coconut rum. So, do y'all? Cheers. And one time I forgot to put it in here. So that's probably maybe a shot and a half, maybe 2 shots. Of course, you know the alcohol evaporates out. But it does give it a nice little flavor. And it's fun to cook with. And you know, you might as well have fun while you're cooking or drinking while we're cooking. So we're gonna mix this together. And if my camera person will get me a piece of parchment paper. Sorry about that, I forgot to get the pan out. And now I'm also going to add some soy milk. Not using any animal products on this one. A little bit of soy milk in here. I didn't measure it. And the reason I don't measure it is because I go by the consistency of it. I want it to be like a pancake or brownie mixture. I don't want it real thick or real loose. You gotta stir it around for a second and get it going. Okay. I'm mixing that together. They get it all stirred around. Needs a little bit more milk. Again, you have to do this. Everyone's be a little bit different. Okay, it didn't take a lot. And now then, I'm gonna give this just a second to sit. And while that's resting just for a minute, I'm also going to add some walnuts. And I'm just gonna get a couple handfuls. And I'm just going to crush them up in my hand. It's just very, very rough crushing. Put that in there. And while I'm doing this last because it's doing, give that time to rest a little bit for the absorb the liquid. So, okay, that's just a couple of handfuls. That's all I put in there. Just it gives it flavor, texture, the oils you need, a little more protein. Of course, the soy milk's got the protein. Oatmeal's got the protein. The chia seeds, flax seeds. So this is always going to be a healthy. It can be a breakfast bar, just a snack, post-workout bar. So this is looking really good right now. And, you know, I'm going to add a little bit of agave nectar. I'm not going to measure this. I'm just going to get a good squirt, probably a quarter of a cup. I'll say it's a quarter of a cup. Okay? And, you know, I'm almost vegan. I do use honey a lot. But I don't cook with honey because it kills all the good stuff in the honey. So you see what this looks like now. You can see this maybe. Hopefully you see it. And before we put it in the oven, because it has no eggs, it's got nothing bad for you in there, we can do a taste test and see what it tastes like already. Oh, that's so good. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put this in this pan. I'm gonna put it in the oven for at 350 degrees for about an hour. When we come back, I will show you what it looks like. Okay, welcome back. This cooked for 1 hour and it's still warm. It's not hot. You see I'm touching it. You can see what it looks like. So let's see what it tastes like. We'll cut out one little corner here so y'all can see it. Okay. I'm gonna hold it up so y'all can see it this way. And No, that's delicious. Not too much in my mouth. It's chewy, got a great flavor. It's not overly sweet. You can taste bananas coming through, the spices, the oatmeal, the flaxseed. It's all good for you. So y'all, please try this. It's like a breakfast bar. If you wanted it to be more like a dessert bar, you could put more of the Pina Colada mix or more of the agave nectar. This is more of a snack bar, protein bar. It's delicious. I love bananas coming through. Y'all try this. I think you'll like it. I'm the Almost Tipsy Vegan.